Look who the cat dragged in.
Me again.
You again. What happened? I thought you were going to be ditching me this week.
I know, but I
I
decided...
thought you were going to be a shite bag at IDST.
Thanks for that, by the way.
You're welcome.
You literally sat on the opposite couch and sat and done it, never said a word, and then it appeared on my social media.
I just kept smiling over at you every couple of minutes, and you didn't
Sitting
catch
there
me.
Clueless.
Yeah.
Raging.
Well, it's nice to have you.
Thanks.
This was going to be my first foray into solo podcasting.
Foray.
I had a wee plan with what I was going to do, but you've came and just ruined that now. So now we have to talk to you, and you've talked to me, and we have to make an entertaining podcast.
It's always more entertaining if I'm here.
Yeah, it's more entertaining if I get the words right first time as well.
Who wants to listen to just you talking to yourself? Nobody.
We don't know that yet because it's not been tried out. Maybe next week.
Maybe next week.
Or maybe not. How are you?
All right, thank you. How are you?
You're very warm. You're looking very warm.
No, that's why I look warm because I'm not warm.
Ah, okay.
I've got a nice cosy house coat on.
You'll be very warm shortly because you've got a nice house coat. The heating's on.
A cup of tea.
I was such a man this week.
Yeah.
I fixed internet stuff. We've had internet issues and things haven't been connected to stuff. This is going to sound like such a first world problem, but we've not had Alexa. We've not had the Hive app hasn't worked. We've had to,
which has been fine all summer because we've not had the heating on. But
yeah, but now it's getting into winter. We've got to make sure that we've got some sort of heating. So the wee Hive hub, the wee wireless box thing, we've had to be using that, and we keep having to get up off the couch to put the heating on. Where our phones are just.
I don't mind that,
there.
but I like how I can put it on from the car.
Yeah. So you can
when
you
it's
can get
warm
it in
when I get
advance.
home.
Yeah. And now we can do that because I fixed it.
Excellent.
And I fixed other things as well. What else did I fix? Riley's iPad.
Mm-hmm. Didn't fix the upstairs TV though.
I didn't fix the upstairs TV. I think the upstairs TV is fucked.
No, stop being dramatic.
Maybe I've just not given it the time of day yet. I don't really watch the TV upstairs anyway. It's mostly you that does it anyway. Maybe that's why I haven't fixed it, because it's not my priority.
Doesn't surprise me. Again, we're back
Riley's
to this thing.
Riley's iPad's my priority because it's a distraction.
Back to this thing where the world revolves around you in your head.
Is that an arc this week?
No.
Or is it an arc every day?
It's an arc every day.
Yeah. I do that with the shopping as well.
Yep.
That's why I don't
come
do
home from
shopping
the
anymore.
shopping with stuff for you and you're like, oh my God, you're so good at shopping. I wouldn't think of you. You've actually said that. I wouldn't think of you. You've
And
said
it's
that
true.
sentence.
It's true.
You also come back with chicken but no chips or anything to go with it.
Yeah. Well, sometimes
Half dinners.
Sometimes just chicken is all you need.
Nah.
What about spice? I forget to buy spice. But yeah.
Anyway,
welcome to episode. What are we on? Episode 8.
8.
That's a big amount of episodes.
Is it?
Yeah, we're almost at 10. That's double figures. I didn't think we would get past 3 episodes, and here we are. And thank you so much for everyone for continuing to download the podcast. We're kind of steadily on our way to 500 downloads in total. We're slowly getting there. Hopefully this week's episode, once it's out, will boost it up a wee bit and we'll get close to 500. But the aim is to get 500 downloads by the new year. So if you like the podcast...
Wait. I thought it was 1,000 by Christmas last week.
What did I say? What did I say there?
500 by New Year.
I didn't mean 500 by New Year. I meant 1,000 by New Year. 1,000 by New Year.
We've lowered our expectations in order to meet them.
If we get to 500, if we just get to 500 by New Year, I'll be disappointed because we're at 470 just now. So if we can get to 1,000 by New Year, that would be fantastic. So if you're enjoying the podcast and you're continuing to listen to it, thank you so much. My name's Stuart. My wife and co-host Aimee over there. Over there. You don't know where she is because you're listening to us. Do you think we should do a video podcast at some point?
Not if I look like this.
No, I'm thinking, right, I've got an idea.
Oh, God.
See, for our Christmas show, we should do a video podcast. Okay. But just record it in advance, and that gives us gives me loads of time to edit it and make it look good. We could sit by the Christmas tree.
You could say sit by the fire till you realise we don't have a fire.
we can make a fire. No, that would just cause the house to burn down. Yeah, I think we should do that for our Christmas show. Have a wee video podcast and put that out. If you think that's a good idea, let us know and we'll do it. But yeah, share it with your friends. Continue to message us as well. We're getting a couple of messages. We're getting a couple of things, suggestions through. We've got things from listeners that we're going to read out on the show today.
Well, yeah, we have had some interactions.
Yes, so keep that coming. hitthewallpod@gmail.com. Sorry, have I just ruined the
I was going to say, and how would people interact with us if they want to?
Well, what they can do, Aimee, is they can email us, hitthewallpod@gmail.com. That's HITTHEWALLPOD@gmail.com. I forgot how to spell. Or you can follow us on Instagram. It is @hitthewallpod. I've started to put out some clips this week.
Yeah.
And you were quite disappointed with me for one of the clips.
For ruining the joke on the clip. That's not the point. That's not a hook.
So the...
Try to get a hook.
The Peking duck clip that I put up, I'll admit that I
wasted it.
Really dropped the ball on that one. I should have kept the punchline, so people can listen. I'm sorry about that.
So good at social media.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot that you handed me the wee muff thing for this microphone because it sounds a bit softer, I think, when I put this on. Right, so I've hit a bit of a wall with running. I've not been doing it regularly. I mean, the aim has been to do it every couple of days, but I've been going last week I went 4 days without going to run. I think in some ways it kind of helps a wee bit because it gives me a few extra days rest to build up muscle and stuff. And I've felt like it's easier, but I'm a bit worried that my mind's not quite in it.
There.
My mind's not quite in it for the long haul yet. And I know I set up this podcast as a running podcast to talk about it and to motivate myself. And I feel like although we've had a laugh this past 8 episodes, I really need to remember. I need to try and hone it in a wee bit and actually try and take this the running side.
You've got a marathon seriously. To run, so
I know, and it's no an easy thing.
Nope.
So
better through than that. But I did think it's a hard time of year to do it because it's dark,
it is
cold. It's just going to get harder as well. But you're going to have to push through.
I'm going to have to push through. I mean, I think I'm over my seasonal effectiveness disorder that I had.
That you decided that you had last week.
I had last week. But I've been woke up.
You didn't though.
Well, I woke up the past 2 days and I felt really fresh, so I think I'm over it. So if you want to give me any abuse or anything on the Instagram DMs,
but you got some helpful advice this week because from people about running.
Did I?
Mhm. About what to do to stop the toilet situation.
Do you want to give us that advice then, since you've got it with you?
So this was on the back of the chat about if you would eat a 3-course Indian meal.
Obviously, the listeners can't really see your body, but your body language there it looked like you just shut down and powered off. Because I asked you, and you just sort of leaned back, took the microphone away from your mouth, and then just shut your eyes. And I was like, oh,
because I'm tired.
She fainted or something.
I just was ready to watch the telly. I've got a programme that I'm halfway through. And then you just start passive-aggressively leaving microphones next to me and putting headphones on my shoulder.
Well, you know what? You were meant to be out tonight. And I was meant to be doing this podcast by myself in the living room quite happily. And you've came and ruined it. So, tough luck. Put that microphone up to your mouth and tell me your advice that you got. Or that I got. Or that we got. Anybody. If anybody's going for a long run, then this could be a very useful tip for you. Take it away, Aimee.
Yes, so apparently you should take Imodium before any long distance run.
So this was on the back of our chat about curries before marathons.
Yeah, eating anything dodgy before a run.
Yeah.
But apparently regardless of what you've eaten, you should have Imodium. This was from Michael, so thank you, Michael, for joining in.
If Imodium want to sponsor us, get in touch. pod@gmail.com.
Yeah, apparently it prevents any urgent toilet needs.
That's what it does anyway, doesn't it? That's the main the main reason for it, is it?
I don't know. I've never used it.
I've never used it
I'm
either.
guessing that is what it's for.
I think, did someone, when we went to Tea in the Park one of the years, did one of the people who were at Tea in the Park with not have Imodium to stop them from going to the toilet?
People at Tea in the Park have a lot more than Imodium.
It probably wasn't that. It was probably something much stronger. But yeah, I think people do that at
Right, just so they don't have to go to that horrible cubicle thing.
Yeah, which is actually a really good idea.
That is quite a good idea, actually.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's
It's a drug of many powers.
Yes, but you still have to pee though, unfortunately, at those Tea in the Park toilets.
Yeah, but I don't see this isn't only an issue for you as a man. You're a weirdo. Literally at Tea in the Park, or whatever it's called now, Transmit, there are just lines and lines and lines of blokes against fences and trees peeing. And you're the one that's waiting for a cubicle because, I don't know why, pee fright.
Yeah, I think during the day, I just don't want people looking at me.
I don't think anybody's looking at you. If
it's at night, I don't mind.
I was a man, I would be peeing against a fence if I could at Tea in the Park. Like,
I mean, it's only if it's absolutely desperate times, like if we're driving on a motorway and there's no service stations for like miles and we have to pee at the side of the road. That's fine. I mean, I'll go right.
He's not just
trees.
FYI. He's not pulling over on motorways to pee. Can we just clarify that?
I've only done that like once.
Can't pull over on a motorway to pee.
Not motorways.
You said motorways. People are going to be like, you can't do that.
There's like parking places. I meant like parking places on motorways or dual carriageways or A roads or B roads or.
Not motorways.
All the roads.
They don't have parking places on motorways.
Do they not?
No, they have hard shoulders for emergencies.
What if?
No.
Shitting yourself's an emergency.
Well, it is, but it's not stopping at the side of a motorway, were they?
All right, fucking green cause code.
I'm just telling you, because this is the backlash you'll get for people.
All right, thanks.
For chat like that.
So, Imodium.
If
you're going on a long run and you think you need a shit, or if you've had a curry.
Even if you don't, apparently.
Even if you don't.
Just to prevent.
Imodium stops the shits.
Because I guess, it must. Because you are running, so your body's moving a lot, so it would move things along, wouldn't it?
All the food that's inside is bouncing up and down and pushing and pushing and pushing.
It would move everything along, I guess.
Yes. And that's the bowel movement chat.
Why did you turn into nasal mode?
That's the bowel movement chat. Anyway,
talking about bowel movements, can we move on to these now? Well, my teeth
talking about bowel movements, can we move on to digestive biscuits?
Yes, because that is why they were originally invented. Because they're digestives. To assist the digestive system. Genuinely.
Whoa, it's like we fucking planned that. Little segue.
We didn't.
So,
but I want to try one while my tea's still hot.
Right. See this thing, right, with white chocolate digestives.
Which is what we've got, by the way. Brand new, just for you.
From Tesco. Other supermarkets are available, obviously.
£1.50 club card price.
With white chocolate digestives, why has it taken so long for them to be a thing? Because milk chocolate digestives were obviously they were the OG ones. Well,
no,
digestives were the OG ones. Then there was milk chocolate, then dark chocolate, and white chocolate it's 2023, and they've just released white chocolate digestives. It's mad. So, are you going to open the packet?
It's mad.
Are you going to open the packet so we can have one, or are you just going to read it? What does it say?
I don't know. I was reading to see when it was released, but. I don't know how to open it without making the microphone really
That's all right.
crunchy.
I'll edit the crunchy bits out.
Right. We're in. Whoa.
Give us one of those bad boys. Do you like white chocolate?
Yes, you ask me this all the time.
Yeah. What chocolate do you not like? Is it dark chocolate? Dark chocolate.
All chocolate.
Oh, okay.
Right, so I would say, looking at them, they look a bit pathetic.
Small.
Yeah. They're quite small, and the actual chocolate, I can see through. I know it's white chocolate, but I can actually see the biscuit.
I think that's the thing with white chocolate, though. It makes it a bit more transparent.
But it's quite thin, like the layer of chocolate.
Yeah.
Thin.
So.
But.
Chin chin.
Chin chin.
This is great podcasting. I'm just saying this is great podcasting.
They are good. Quite sickly. But I could eat too many of them.
That's the thing with white chocolate.
You just got to keep saying. You just said that 2 minutes ago. That's the thing with white chocolate, and you've just said it again.
Yeah.
There you go. You've got your episode title. That's the thing with white chocolate.
That's the thing with white chocolate. Yeah, not bad. Wow.
Still think the caramel ones are the best.
We should be we should be YouTubers with this sort of chat with these people that try like snacks from all over the world and then comment on them. Just eat biscuits and go, they're all right.
You're barely getting me to be a podcaster. I've never been a YouTuber.
Wait till the Christmas episode comes out.
This is getting me, like, this is taking me back to Radio Grapevine, though, because we used to do things like this, where we used to, like, when Walkers would bring out, like, their random crisps,
Yeah.
we would taste them.
Oh,
Like, squirrel ones and that.
They brought out like squirrel and like
Beans.
duck and hoisin sauce was a flavour.
There was beans at one point.
Chili chocolate flavoured Walkers. I'm sure they were a flavour at one point.
Chili chocolate. Gross.
No. I don't think they were that nice. So, out of 10?
I feel a bit sickly already and I've not even finished the first one, so...
Yeah, I've taken 2 bites and I'm done with that, like...
I'm going to go for a 4.
Yeah, I would say 3, 4.
Not loving it.
Nah.
There you go.
Milk chocolate digestives all the way.
Caramel.
Oh, the banoffee pie ones. Remember them? Oh my god. Shove those in my
Some
eyeballs.
things shouldn't be messed with. Like, for example, Jaffa cakes. Quit with your passion fruit Jaffa cakes, your raspberry Jaffa cakes. I don't mind them.
The passion fruit ones are an exception because they are exceptional.
I don't mind the taste of them, but just Jaffa equals orange. Just stick with what we know. That's my mantra.
They're McVitie's. Stick with what you know. Did McVitie's make Jaffa cakes? Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. So McVitie's, just stick to what you know. Fuck the white chocolate digestives. They're not great. Right. Moving on to what we're going to talk about next. There's a couple of things that I wanted to talk about. Oh, there's an arc. I don't know if I'm going to anger a lot of people with it. Okay. I'm just going to put it out there and just see where this goes, right?
Okay.
The hype around Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
I mean, she's good. There's a few songs that are good. Shake It Off, Tune. Other ones that she has are all right. She's done a song with Gary Lightbody from Snow Patrol.
Yep.
The Last Time, I think. That's a good song. She's all right, and I can see why people like her. I can see. I'm not having a go at Taylor Swift. She's a very talented artist, and people have the right to like any music that that they want. Right? I'm a case in point in this because I like
Keen.
Yes, I love Keen. The best band in the world. But it's the whole hype around her. Like our new, like every time she's got a boyfriend, it's always on the front pages. Like I think she's went through about 5 guys, not the burger chain. I think she's went through like a lot of guys this year, and I feel a bit sorry for her because there's so much pressure on her to like keep a boyfriend now, because I think the whole internet joke is as soon as she splits up with somebody, oh, she's going to write another. She's got another album worth of songs.
I mean, it's obviously doing her a favour. So she's maybe just got a thing going.
So it's just the whole media hype.
Mind when she was out with that boy for
understand.
Twilight that was called Taylor as well.
Aye, that must be weird.
That must have been annoying.
Calling your own name during relations.
Shopping.
Yes. Taylor, do we need nappies? No, Taylor, we don't have a child. Yeah, I don't get it. And the fact that they're charging ridiculous prices for like tickets and that, and there was a scene on when they released the tickets for our, is it the Eras tour?
Yes.
Is that the thing that's the thing now? The Daily Record did a live blog about people waiting for tickets and like live news stories.
But I feel like we should
news.
just hold our tongues on this because we have 2 daughters, so one day this is going to be us. We're going to be the ones that are having to wait for tickets at 6 a.m. because they desperately want it for Christmas, or it's going to be us, so we should not.
Yeah, I know it's coming, and I'm just enjoying it not being a thing while it lasts.
But yeah, it's in the cinema and that as well, the Eras tour.
Yeah.
20 quid for a ticket to that.
Is it 20 quid? Mm-hmm. I seen a video today of a guy in a American cinema. Well, there was obviously the crowd were in the cinema to watch the Eras tour on the big screen, and the guy came in and he says, "Hi mate, I'm the manager of the."
Hi mate, what was that?
I'm the manager of the
Hi mate. Hi mate.
Is that what I said?
Hi mate.
Oh, that's so loud. It's like, "Hi, I'm the manager of the complex. Are you all looking forward to seeing Taylor Swift? Are you looking forward to the Eras tour?" And they're like, "Yeah." And then he goes to a wee lassie, I think, on the side, and he goes like, "What's your favourite Taylor Swift song?" And she says whatever it is, and she's like, "Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one." Anyway, I'm here to tell you that unfortunately we've lost the tape.
What?
for the Eras tour. Our trainees came in and like discarded it accidentally, so we don't have the show for you.
After making everybody all like hyped
After
up.
hyping everyone up for it, he then just delivers the bad news. So, yeah, that's my arc.
Okay.
Or one of my arcs
Mine
this
is
week.
very, very, very minor compared to that.
Okay. Look forward to it.
I just made so it's just stupid. It's not even an arc actually. It's one of these things that probably like everybody experiences and doesn't really think about it or thinks like, I wonder if it's just me that has this situation going on.
Okay.
And all it was is I was eating cereal the day, right? In the middle of the day because I was hungry. And I just wanted like a little thing to tide me over.
It's a
till
nice, it's a nice
dinner.
pick me up, yeah.
Yes. And I was also watching the telly.
Mm-hmm.
And because I was crunching the cereal, like it was really loud inside my head. You know, like the crunchy noise like in your ears.
Yeah.
And I can hear the telly. But like that is annoying. It was this, which I'm still trying to watch, which I can't watch because you've got me doing podcasts. But this is like a serious documentary about like someone who was murdered.
Yeah, you
That's all I watch. Yeah, and a lot of these are quite mumbly. It's always like detectives that are like, work for Staffordshire Police and blah blah blah. Like,
is it cold?
They don't speak because they're not actors or they're not like made for TV.
Yeah.
So they're quite mumbly.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like crunching cereal and having to keep pausing it and going back and see what he said.
I get that. Yeah, that happens to me.
See, it is. It's one of the things that you're like, you just experience and don't really discuss.
What was the
with people.
cereal though? Because
Crunching Up.
Ah, right, yeah. So they are a crunchy cereal. Like, it's in the name.
It's in the name. So I might stick to Weetabix and wait till it goes really soggy in future.
Yeah.
Just.
I have another arc.
Oh no.
And it involves a video that I've seen. I think for this next clip, I'm going to put some sad music over the top of it because it is are you ready to hear a very harrowing story? Mm-hmm. Have you heard of Jake Humphreys? Or
Yes.
Jake Humphrey. He presented like BT Sport, football coverage and things like that. Well, he's quit all that now. And he's a podcaster like us.
Okay.
We're the same. He's got a podcast called the High Performance Podcast. Now, I've not listened to it because it sounds wanky as fuck. Right? Basically, I think it's like inspiration, like people who think they're inspirational, like influencers and rich people come on and tell people how to be successful. I think that's pretty much it, right?
Okay.
Gordon Ramsay was the guest on this week's show. Mm-hmm. And this has been doing the rounds on X, formerly Twitter. And it's a minute of the most harrowing story you will ever hear. Courtesy
I've heard this.
Gordon Ramsay.
About his car.
Well, I'm going to play the clip for anybody who hasn't heard it.
Yeah.
This is Gordon Ramsay's when he was with his now wife, I think, and they were just starting on the property ladder. This is heartbreaking.
It's
when
not.
we were young, we were stupid, and we were skint. I remember going to ask her father if I could borrow 20 grand for the deposit for a flat that we fell in love with. And I thought this was all going well. Lunch is good. I'll pay for lunch. And I said, oh, by the way, about that deposit, Tana and I, we've got half of it. We need the other 20 grand. I'll pay you back in a year. He said, okay, here's what I'll do. I'll have another lunch with you when you sell your Porsche. I thought, you fucker. But you clever fucker. Here I am, driving around in a flash fucking 911, and we didn't even have a fucking house. We didn't have a flat. We didn't have a roof over our heads. It's the best advice he ever gave me. Sell your fucking Porsche. I did sell it. Same fucking car.
That's not
Cry me a fucking river, Gordon Ramsay.
Oh, right. I thought you were genuinely meaning that was heroin because you wouldn't want to sell a Porsche.
No.
All right, okay.
Did you hear the start of the story? We were skint. I went to her dad and asked her for 20 grand. We've already saved 20 grand. We just need the other half for a house.
Yeah, fair enough.
You're not skint if you've got 20 grand. It really made me angry.
It's all relative, though, isn't it? Like, it was a fair point for the dad. Sell the car.
Yeah.
Then you'll have 20
You
grand.
absolutely stupid idiot. Yeah. Oh, it just really angered me.
Alright, I didn't get so aggressive about that.
Yeah.
I think it's fair enough.
Yeah. Well, it's angered a lot of people, including me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very angry.
Well, you really brought me down. You really calmed me down by not thinking it's a big deal. But there you go.
It's all relative. He lives in London, so he probably needs 40 grand for a deposit. You've saved 20 grand. It's not easy to save another 20 grand if you're... Like, it was Gordon Ramsay then.
All right.
Played for Rangers once. We've got about 10 pence to his name.
Didn't he play for Rangers? He was in the squad and never played a game.
Exactly. So he was skint.
But he had 20 grand saved.
But he needed it for a house. Nah, I don't agree
No,
with
you can't say we were skint and then in the next sentence say, but we've saved 20 grand. It's just not a thing. Maybe it was just different times 40 years ago. Maybe people had 20 grand sitting in the bank. I don't know. What else? Oh, I was sent by one of my workmates a product. Well, she's not sent me the product. She sent me a link to the video for a product, and I'm going to do a wee advert just now for it, if that's okay.
Yes.
This is hashtag not an ad, but kind of is an ad. Men, are you out running in these cold winter autumn nights and you're wearing very thin shorts and your willy's very, very cold?
Your willy?
That's a weird problem, but not to worry, because introducing the Woody Hoodie. Yes, this is a hoodie for your Woody. They come in all different shades, and it's basically a hoodie, a very small hoodie with a hood and arms and pockets
What
and
does
a
it need
zip.
arms for? What sort of willies have people got?
2 arms for 2, doesn't matter. So yeah, buy yourself a Woody hoodie, put your Woody in that hoodie and make your Woody warm this winter when you're out. Do you want
I want to see this now.
Do you want to show you it? I'll show you the
Yes.
video. Hang on.
Now, the funny thing is,
Wear protection. Wear a Woody hoodie instead. This is the first and only hoodie designed to keep your Woody warm and cozy during the winter.
It's a little hoodie.
Black Mamba or a millimeter Peter. It fits all sizes of Woodies. Don't wear protection.
well, first let's hope it's not a Woody while you're running. That'd be uncomfortable,
It would
surely.
be uncomfortable, but you're protected by the Woody hoodie.
So the funny thing about this, apart from the whole thing, is that when you mentioned this to me, you just said, "I've got to talk about a Woody hoodie," but you never. That's all you said.
Yeah.
I never got any context. And I said I was at a Halloween party at the weekend with the children, and one of their dads was wearing a Woody hoodie. Actually,
Very, very inappropriate for a kid's Halloween party, I think. Maybe?
No.
Maybe?
No, it was a Toy Story Woody hoodie. So now what you have to do is text him
Yep.
and say, "I heard you were wearing a Woody hoodie,"
And then I'll send him that
and then
link.
he will say, "I was actually, yeah," and then you can send him that.
And then I'll say, I'm reporting you to the police.
Yeah, that would be quite funny. The thing that was funny about that initially, the Woody hoodie, not the willy warmer,
Not the Willy Woody hoodie.
was that his dad bought him it because he genuinely thought, he's a 30-year-old man, that his dad bought him it as a genuine present,
You like Toy Story.
aye. It's like, it was like, my dad bought me this like as a thing that I like actually might just wear out and about on a normal day. I was like, well, at least it's come in handy. At least you got a wear out of
Yeah,
it.
he's got aware of it because Halloween.
Exactly.
It's always handy.
And a hoodie always fits you, so you can wear it year after year.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think he's ever going to wear it again, though, is he?
No one should send him that video.
Well, he might wear that. I don't know. So if the makers of Woody hoodies want to get in touch, send us some samples.
Oh my God, you're constantly begging for attention, aren't you?
I'm begging for stuff. I want stuff. I want a Woody hoodie. Large. Right, can we...
Guess what Santa's bringing you? Small.
Right, I think that's it that I wanted to talk about.
That's good for you.
Did you find a wee am I the arsehole, or did nothing come up?
I
'Cause
did
that's just
find
half an
one
hour.
actually. Yeah, we are at half an hour, so we can see if we want to go along with this or not. But
Okay.
this
We've
was
got
one that
Taskmaster to watch as well.
this is one that the headline grabbed me,
Okay.
and then I actually realised as I read it, okay, there is two sides to the story.
Okay.
kind of thing,
Always
right?
like two sides to a story, because then we can
So-
choose sides.
The first one is the am I the arsehole is am I the arsehole for asking a customer with a guide dog to come back another day?
Right. Okay. So,
So,
right. So we need
Your
context for
initial thought is yes, probably.
that. Yeah. Yeah.
So it says, I own a very small shop that sells trinkets, and I normally run it myself during the day. The other day, a customer with a guide dog wanted to browse. It was definitely a guide dog. However, I have severe allergy to dogs and have asthma.
How did you know it was definitely a guide dog? Was the
I
woman
don't know.
just...
She just said I could clearly tell it was definitely a guide dog.
Remember that time we seen just a
Oh
little,
yeah, I mean this was no, that's fine.
a little side note.
Segue.
That time that we seen the guide dog up Livingston Centre, just by itself.
Yep. I still feel bad about that. I still feel bad that we didn't act on that.
It was the funniest.
So like, if you're not local, like Livingston Centre is like the local shopping centre, and it's huge.
Mall.
It's got
for those
like
for
three.
American listeners.
It's got like 3 huge buildings full of shops. It's massive. And we were just walking through one day, and there was a guide dog with its harness on and
And
its
the high vis vest
yeah,
thing
the
that
whole
it wears.
thing and the handle thing on it.
Just wondering.
Gone about the shops.
Nobody approached it though. Everybody was just standing, staring at this dog, just wondering. You can see people's faces, like they're trying to make up scenarios. Like, what's happened? Is the blind person okay? Is the dog calling for help?
So I've since learned that you should take the harness of a guide dog if that is the case, and it should take you to the blind
and then
person.
close your eyes, and then the dog will take you to.
Not funny. But I didn't know that then, and no one seemed to do anything or take any action, so God knows what happened that day, but it was rather funny. Anyway, can we go back to my
Funniest thing I've
story?
ever seen. Yeah,
Oh, it was funny.
go for it.
Just
Right,
because the
so
unknowns.
Shopkeepers told a
She-
woman with a guide dog to come back another day.
Yes, because she has an allergy to dogs and asthma.
Right.
It says, when I was younger, an allergic reaction to a dog triggered an asthma attack. So I'm wary of being in closed spaces with dogs. I'm just trying to skim it. The customer started shouting at me and calling me names, saying I was discriminating against them. The customer said it's a guide dog. It has to be with me at all times. It's against the law for me not to allow the dog to enter. I offered for her to come another day when I could get a friend to cover the shop. But the customer wasn't okay with that.
The shopkeeper's the arsehole.
You think?
Yeah. It's just an allergy. Like,
It's an allergy that triggered an asthma attack, though, in the past.
yeah, but surely there's things surely you can just like, I don't know, serve from a distance or something, or you can try and make it work for if you own a shop and you're wanting
Yeah, you have to
especially
let
at
everyone
Christmas,
in.
You've got to let everybody in, and you have to let everybody just browse as normal and do their normal shopping. If somebody comes in with something that you don't like, then adapt to make it
Masks.
work for you.
We have masks
Put a
and
mask-
social distancing.
Exactly. Put a mask on.
There you go. Have you got a mask just cutting about now, though?
No.
Apart from, like, in a jacket from, 3 years ago. Literally.
Yeah, I did actually find one a couple of weeks ago.
We'll
in
be
a-
finding
in an
them for
old
years.
jacket. Yeah. What about you? You think the shopkeeper's the arsehole, or?
Initially, I was like, yeah, but if you've got a severe... Like, that's like someone who can't be near peanuts because they're going to, like, get anaphylaxis.
Yeah, so you can't...
It's
like, if you're on a long-haul flight and somebody offers you peanuts, but
Yeah.
there's somebody, like, 5 rows back or 10 rows back.
right,
who
so if
loves
you're in a
peanuts.
small shop, it's the same principle. If you've got a severe allergic to peanuts and someone comes into your shop eating peanuts, you have to say you need to leave the shop with the peanuts because it could kill me. I think it's the same regardless, but someone's playing a disability card.
It's a tricky one.
It's a tricky one.
But I'm still saying the shopkeeper's the arsehole.
I'm going to go for the guide
Wear
dog
a
one.
mask.
A
Keep
blind
masks
person's the arsehole. Oh, we can't use that as an
Parrots.
episode title because we've already had the parrots the arsehole.
Parrots and blind people are arseholes.
Oh dear. We're not going to make it to 10 episodes.
We're not going to make it. Nope. This is the final episode of Hit the Wall. Thanks for listening.
And good night.
And good night. Well, that's us done well over half an hour now. I think we should end it and go watch. Well, you can watch the rest of this depressing programme, and then we can watch something funny like Taskmaster. That sound like a plan?
Yes.
Okay.
But I don't want you to speak during my programme.
I'll try. Join us next week. I really can't promise that because I always talk.
You're the
during show.
worst person to watch TV with, especially serious TV. You're the worst. That's an irk for another day.
Yeah, if that was ever recorded, the things that we say during TV shows, we would definitely get cancelled.
Just no, yeah.
Yeah.
But just you in general, try to watch telly. You're always like,
Yeah.
got something to say.
Moan about everything.
Just
I have a comment. I did generally do have a comment about everything, and it's just fun to watch your reaction to it.
it's just annoying.
Right, thanks for listening. We will speak to you. Well, either me or both of us will speak to you next week.
Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Good night.